When I met young Dai'quan Fox, he was only about 4 or 5 years old, and I was completely blown away. Never seen such talent, such discipline, drumming from such a young fella. Had to follow him. It was about summer 2002 when I met Anthony Fox at a local music store in North Charleston at that time. Immediately, we hit it off as good friends and discovered we had a lot in common musically and our desires to do work for God. I also had an opportunity to meet some of the other Fox family musicians, a couple of his brothers, and that was a great experience. After meeting most of the Fox brothers, a couple months later, I decided to stop by the 5 Mile Church where I was told that most of the guys played. And that's where, for the first time, I heard little Dai'quan Fox play the drums. And I could not believe what I was seeing. I remember being so impressed by little Dai'quan Fox that I remember asking Anthony, how did he get his son to play like that? He told me.
It's like God knew that I needed a faithful and dedicated drummer to help me in my music ministry because I stayed busy playing my pedal steel guitar all of the time. My brothers would help me when they could, but they had their own lives and their families. So God gave me Dai'quan, and let me tell you, he was always ready, willing, and able, and didn't ask any questions, except did they have a drum set.
After watching little Dai'quan Fox in this service, it was pretty clear to me that he was anointed. His timing, his precision, and his discipline is extremely rare to see in such a young musician. Even more so playing on a full-size drum set with the power and energy that he does. Anthony Fox shared some more thoughts with me on this.
I remember teaching my son Dai'quan how to play the drums at the tender age of 1. I never forgot it. His first drum set was a full-size pearl white 5-piece set. My intentions were to set Dai'quan up to where he could play anywhere in the world at any time and play any size drum set and be totally comfortable on it, whether it be playing double pedal or double hi-hat. He could get on it and rock out.
I followed Anthony and Dai'quan Fox for about 2 years, recording them in different churches and things, until I was relocated employment-wise, and I backed away all of my recordings and put them in storage, but still maintain contact with Anthony throughout the years.
Being determined as he was, Dai'quan would spend countless hours, day and night, practicing on his drums. And even when he got to school, he would be practicing using 2 pencils. His main mentors were my brother, Leonard and Junior Fox, Spanky from Ty Trebret, and of course the great young Tony Royster Jr.
After being back home in South Carolina for a couple of years, I learned that Dai'quan had transferred over to the keyboard and has been doing really well in that area. Uh, Anthony Fox speaks on this.
After being recognized as one of the greatest, youngest drummers in the Charleston, South Carolina area, and also in the entire House of God Keep Dominion Church, Dai'quan decided that he needed a new challenge. So he decided that he wanted to learn how to play the keyboard.
Always glad to have him home.
Though I wanted him to learn how to play the steel guitar or the bass guitar like his father, he decided that he wanted to follow his Uncle Collins's footsteps.
On July 17th, 2016, I had decided to start pulling out all the old videos that I had recorded throughout the years, some as much as 15 and 20 years old, not really at the time knowing why I wanted to do that then, but I did know that I wanted to transfer them to digital to be able to preserve them. On July 19th, my son and I, at about 7 o'clock at night, going through the videos, we ran across Dai'quan Fox playing the drums. And at that moment, I decided to make a copy of it and give to them. The very next day, July 20th, 2016, I found out that Dai'quan Fox had passed away. As hard as it was to believe and understand, I learned not to question what God allowed. The purpose and the plan that God has for taking Dai'quan away from us is far greater than the purpose that we had for him to stay. And I thank God for that. And now, for me, it all makes sense as to why I met the Fox family and why I kept the recordings all these years and pulled them out when I did. God wanted to show that he set this up before we knew, and he wanted to confirm it, and his will was done.